Lucy Westenra's diary, 17th September. 4 days and nights of peace. I am getting so strong again I hardly know myself. It is as if I passed through some long nightmare, and I just awakened to see the beautiful sunshine and feel the fresh air of the morning around me. I have a dim half-remembrance of long, anxious times of waiting and fearing, darkness in which there was not even the pain of hope to make present distress more poignant, and then long spells of oblivion, and rising back to life as a diver coming up through a great press of water. Since, however, Dr. Van Helsing has been with me, all this bad dreaming seems to have passed away. The noises that used to frighten me out of my wits, the flapping against the windows, the distant voices which seemed so close to me, the harsh sounds that came from I know not where, and commanded me to do I know not what, have all ceased. It's time for Dracula Weekly. It's time for Dracula Weekly. God, we still have a week left until we get to the end of Death's Door. Okay. We need to focus. Maybe doing the usual Dracula Weekly shtick will make me feel better.
One conversation that proves host Jasmine wrong later.
So, let me get this straight. You two managed to get the drop on Dracula and plugged his fangs with garlic, but then Callie stole that locket Ellie wanted back after Shami yeeted popcorn at him, and you finally got away because Callie threw a Molotov cocktail at him?
Duh. Why do you think we're here looking like fire and brimstone and all that? There's so much Fireball whiskey lying around. He had it coming. The irony of Fireball in hell is not lost on me.
I can never leave you two alone again.
Could you ever leave me alone?
No, but I at least thought Shami wouldn't encourage this.
You try having to deal with 2 Draculas at once. I still haven't gotten rid of the mental link.
Wait,
Which
what?
we found out was almost forced on me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. The only reason he failed so badly was because I had the wrong kind of vampires on the brain. Stupid sinus infection. He wanted me to miss the con.
On the one hand, thank you, Andrew Lees, but on the other hand, why am I always the last to find out about these things?
Yeah, about that, he's still mad at me over the whole failing thing.
Which is why he went into cat mode to try to infiltrate. Popcorn did not like that.
What?
And she found out that he's the reason her peace was disrupted. They had a whole argument about it. She nearly killed herself again, but she swiped that bat-shaped burn between his eyebrows.
Insult to injury. Literally.
Wait, hold on. Rewind a second. Shami yeeted popcorn and popcorn actually let her?
Nothing is immune to the capybara energy.
That would explain why I was numb to everything we saw in hell. Should I be worried about that?
Yeah, no, we're blaming Dracula for this.
Speaking of the old coot, bad news. While I did manage to nail him with that cocktail, I did not rescue any of the Blorbos, so it is unfortunately back to the drawing board. Dracula will probably be back anyway.
Doesn't he always? Unlike
everyone who's gone to hell today,
Really? Right in front of my slider?
Okay. For real this time, we gotta stop. Come in of your own free fucking wills. Welcome to Dracula Weekly.
Before I forget, I gotta let Ellie know that Drac has a bunch of letters addressed to an L.H. Bauman. Those are definitely not his.
Wait, what letters? Why would you tell Ellie about that? Why do you even know about this, Shami?
For once, I'm taking a page out of Ellie's books. Don't worry about it. It's not like it'll stay hidden forever. You'll find out. Eventually.
Okay. Don't mind me. Just writing that all down while I'm getting Infinity Ward again. It's definitely not going on the murder board or anything.
Infinity War.
Okay. We We can't.
To
We can't,
Dracula.
Callie, we can't.
I know, Dracula. I'm trying.
Mind you, this is also a really sad week for in the novel. So,
Yeah, it's all related.
uh,
Dracula is the root of all evil.
yeah, basically.
Lucy's mom,
Arthur's dad. And then Hawkins. I'm pretty sure the rat had something to
Hawkins
do with his
too.
death.
Yeah. Oh, Dracula definitely had something to do with his death. Oh God,
Too many people died.
Way too many people died. Oh God.
Fucking Van Helsing. He's trying his best, okay?
No, for sure.
And Seward was definitely not helping. Van Helsing is literally breaking down, trying to keep it all together and laughing and crying, and it says, he's trying to, he's treating Van Helsing like an hysterical woman to start, which is not a good look on him.
He out and out said as much. There was a lot of casual sexism from Dr. Seward, and I understand. It's the Victorian era. That's just going to happen. But still, it's interesting how he seems to be getting the most of it, and it's just you're not helping your case here, Doc.
Not even a little bit. But Van Helsing knows what he's doing. Also, I did find it kind of crazy that he was like, tonight we are going to go in and we're going to fucking decapitate Lucy. It's fine.
And take
Don't
her
worry
heart
about
out.
it.
Which, yeah, that does sound completely insane if you don't know.
And he would have gotten away with it if it weren't for that meddling maid.
Yep.
For once, it wasn't the meddling lesbians.
I
know.
Why'd you do that? Why?
I couldn't help it.
Yes, you could have. Anyway.
No, I couldn't.
Anyway. Anyway.
Just.
Yeah, it's once again, we're just dealing with the slow decline of Lucy Westenra. Oh, and also this random interview with the zookeeper in the middle of it. For some reason, I kept on picturing it almost like a talk show that just pops up in the middle of a movie.
It's the return of the incomprehensible accent again.
That too. Very Cockney. Anyone with a Cockney accent, I am so sorry.
I had no problem reading it. I apparently am just, I don't know. That made sense to me.
Oh no, it made sense to me, but I'm just God damn it. Must you write out the accent, Mr. Stoker?
Don't do that.
It's
writers
weird.
Out there. Don't do that.
Don't do that, Joanne.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And also, I actually sent this message to Sam earlier. It's just you got a random good boy wolf showing up. It's Benedict? I'll let Medusa know.
Oh, that poor wolf. Being puppeted by the thrall and then being forced to, shatter that glass, and he still has glass in his head, on his head. That poor wolf.
Poor baby.
Poor
Stop
baby.
harassing the zoo animals, Drac.
What was the reason?
Drac harasses everybody.
Unless he made the wolf attack Hawkins, but I don't think that's ever confirmed or anything. But what was the reason? What was the reason?
But Seward is so oblivious. He's she's got some weird looking fucking teeth going on here. Whatever. Shit's not given today.
Yeah, it's Jonathan level obliviousness.
I mean, it is kind of funny that we finally get the mention of the word vampire, and it's a reference to the vampire bats from Quincy.
Which we
My
finally
sweet
have
southern
Quincy
boy.
back. The return of the good boy.
Yep, and he's just I'll definitely give my blood, and it seems like everyone else has.
Seems only fair. Sure.
I mean, also because, obviously all of them love her. And Shami, you mentioned how the whole idea that them giving their blood is almost like a marriage they are not beating the polycule allegations.
And that will play into something else later, but spoilers.
Cue River songs.
Spoilers.
God. This is just so sad, especially since even as she is dying, she's kind of switching between vampire mode while still trying to be Lucy. She definitely almost bit Arthur there.
Yeah, and then she literally has to force herself down, and then she thanks Van Helsing for stopping her. Because she knows that he knows, and is the whole thing. I'm gonna miss their relationship. They are so sweet.
I'm gonna miss Lucy so much.
I'm gonna miss all of it, Lucy, you darling. I love you.
And like I think one of the saddest parts of this whole thing is when you have Mina sending Lucy a letter and it says unopened by Lucy.
And this
I
is
didn't
like
need my heart. It's fine. I didn't need it. It's
this
fine.
is the
I'm all dried
tragedy
up.
of
Please.
this is the tragedy of communication, Victoria. They're literally just missing letters from each other because literally the day after like Mrs. Westenra dies, Lucy gets a letter from Mina asking how she is.
And like Lucy, like Mrs. Westenra literally dies in her daughter's arms. Like that is a nightmare scenario in my book.
Yep. But like, it's just so tragic. It's just, I need 3 to 5 business days to recover from this level of tragedy that's occurring. So please give me 3 to 5 business days to recover.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Dracula timed it just like that because literally when Mrs. Westenra falls and dies, she grabs the garlic flowers from around Lucy's neck, so she's vulnerable to him again.
Yeah, no, there's no way that wasn't Dracula, like, puppeteering her in her last moments, which just... Does your depravity know no bounds, Count?
No, I thought that was obvious. No.
Yeah, I know. Just... Hate this guy. Hate this guy. It's actually
I hate
kind of
him.
insane. It's actually kind of insane how it is so normal to make him a romantic figure these days. Like, I get it. Like, that is out of the box. Pandora has opened the box already. There's no going back from that. So whatever, do what you want. But it's crazy we got to that point.
He's
Yeah,
a sociopath.
We blame the 1931 version and Bela Lugosi by extension. We always do that.
I guess it's definitely part of it. Although I'll admit the idea that Bela Lugosi was a sex symbol is interesting. I don't know how much I buy it, but I'm sure it was a thing.
It was a thing. It was definitely a thing. So much so that he was pigeonholed as that for the rest of his life.
Like, no offense to Bela Lugosi, like he's easily one of the best parts of the movie, but yeah, I don't get it. Am I just too sapphic for this? I don't know.
1930 standards too.
I'm just, God, it's been a depressing week, and it's probably only going to get, my next prediction is just, it's going to be fucking sad. My prediction is, it's going to be fucking sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm hoping, like, I know the basics of the story pretty well. I think this is as tragic as it gets, question mark?
I'm not taking any chances. I need 3 to 5 business days to recover. I'm not going to get them, so until I get them, it's just going to be tragic.
Also, famous last words from Van Helsing. This is not the end of it.
Yeah, no, death... It's kind of funny. There was another death is the beginning kind of thing.
And I didn't say it for once.
Nope, it was my fault this time. But no, I guess if you were to try to do a connected Universal Monsters again, I guess that could be some connecting tissue with Imhotep. I guess.
Okay,
just
pull
have a
yourself
lot-
together. Pull yourself together. It's not the
We're
over yet.
trying. We're trying.
We're doing our bestest.
Anyway, also, yeah, Jonathan, I mean, say what you will, at least before Mr. Hawkins died, like, basically, Mina and Jonathan are set for life now.
Yeah?
That's gonna come in real handy when the sudden expenses come.
I mean, yeah, like, not gonna lie, Mr. Hawkins is one of the few bosses that actually seems to want to take care of his people.
Wild. What is this want to take care of your people? Have never met it. Never heard of it.
Bosses in real life, please take note. Because I can't imagine this was the sort of thing that was common in the Victorian era either, let's be real.
Nope. If you read a
Bosses
Dickens novel,
taking
no.
note for Bosses taking notes from Dracula sure is a sentence.
Well, no, not from Dracula, from Mr. Hawkins. Mr. Hawkins rules.
But the
apparently.
book
The
Dracula
novel
sure is.
Dracula. Make that distinction.
I know, I just had to give them shit about it.
Hee hee, I try. I had to give us some levity. We needed it.
We really did. Like, yeah, no, pour one out for Mr. Hawkins, Mrs. Westenra,
Pour one out for everybody.
Shots for
Lord Homewood,
everyone.
and especially Lucy.
We're just gonna empty the
Lucy.
bottle.
Just
The Jack
pour the
Daniels
whole
is
bottle
empty.
out for her.
insert bit from Sweeney Todd here. Lucy, oh my god.
I think we're too emotional to have a real conversation, bestie.
We can do our best. We can keep trucking on.
No.
As we must. Life continues to go on until it doesn't.
Damn
as
right.
we were told.
Damn right.
Also, we forgot! Jonathan sees Dracula!
I was literally
public.
about to go into that.
Yeah. Oh man, Jonathan's like, no, please, gods, no.
But then pretty much after basically fainting, he forgets all about it. And Mina is rather concerned because it's just like, why, I don't like the fact that my husband, because they did get married in the midst of all this tragedy, so yay!
Yay!
But yeah,
I love weddings, drinks all round.
indeed. And I will not be inserting the clip there because fuck Johnny Depp. But
fuck Johnny Depp indeed. I did a bad joke impression of it though, so oops.
Honestly, good enough. You're the new Captain Jack Sparrow, Callie. Congratulations.
Yay!
Hey!
What a promotion!
I've got a jar. Answer.
No, do it.
You got jars of dirt still?
I've got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
Thank you. That makes me feel better. Anyway.
Anytime. It's got the dirt of the bubonic plague victims.
Honestly, now I'm imagining Captain Jack Sparrow taunting Dracula with that, and it's very funny.
Hee. I gave us levity. I apparently do that sometimes.
River said it best. You are the court jester.
Yeah.
As long as you're okay with that, of course.
As long as it's a compliment.
Yes.
It's hard to take. It just sounds weird.
I guess. Is there any way to put it that you'd prefer?
I don't know. Let me think on it.
Fair enough. Anyway,
the Chaos Gremlin. We'll go with Chaos Gremlin.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Fair enough. But no, in the midst of all this tragedy, Mina and Jonathan got married, so that's nice.
Yay? Question mark?
They have a house set up. Do you know how hard that is even in Victorian times?
Exactly. You know what?
So true.
You know what? Thank God, at the very least, in the midst of in the midst of people just dying all around them, they have security that does help. It does not cure it, but it does help.
It's all one can ask for.
Damn.
Also, we didn't realize Mina still has no idea about what happened to Lucy.
Well, no, it wasn't the telegram. The telegram did tell her, Lucy
but
died.
we don't have Mina's immediate reaction because she's gonna journal about this.
Well, no, she did journal about it.
Or maybe I'm mixing up entries.
Let me pull it up.
I don't think we've gotten there yet, bestie.
We got to Mrs. Westenra's death.
No. No, that did happen today. You guys read today's entry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe it wasn't today. Hang on. No, it was today. It's the man himself. And later, a sad homecoming in every way. The house is empty of the dear soul who was so good to us. Jonathan's still pale and dizzy under a slight relapse of his malady. And now a telegram from Van Helsing. Whoever he may be. You'll be grieved to hear that Mrs. Westenra died 5 days ago and that Lucy died the day before yesterday. They were both buried today.
Yeah.
What a wealth of soul. Go ahead.
There's too much correspondence going on. It's hard to. That's why we're mixing up our entries.
That's fair. It is. This was a lengthy week. This was a rather lengthy week. It took me about half an hour to catch up. But, yeah. Oh, what a wealth of sorrow in a few words. Poor Mrs. Westenra. Poor Lucy. Gone, never to return to us. And poor Arthur to have lost such sweetness out of his life. God help us all bear our troubles. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's all so sad.
Everything hurts and I'm dying. I feel like the dog in the fire.
Oof.
It is not fine. And it's just gonna go downhill from here.
Yeah, everything is not fine.
Death's door has opened.
Yeah, basically.
I had to say it.
Yeah, no, it's fitting. It's fitting. And also, I mean, I know y'all are sick of Renfield's bullshit, but we should probably acknowledge Renfield's bullshit.
When
My
we said
eyes.
get a hobby, this is not what we meant.
Is it wrong that my eyes glaze over every time his bullshit comes up? Because it feels like I'm.
It's just
I feel
same
like
shit, different day.
I mean, at least
it
this
feels
time he actually stabbed Dr. Stewart at one point.
Okay, so
No, I don't think it was Dr. Stewart. I think that was the other guy, wasn't it?
no, he did stab Dr. Stewart at one point too.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was the entry before.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
I
that's
just feel like that.
different.
But licking the blood off the floor like he's a rabid dog. Oh.
You are getting this is so pathetic, Renfield. Seek help, Monty.
Maybe the real time loop was the Renfield we found along the way.
What you think?
No, he
Renfield's
wants so
responsible for
badly
this
to be
bullshit?
part of the polycule. So
Yeah.
does this mean that Lucy gets forcibly inducted into said polycule?
Kinda,
Ew,
yeah.
no. I hate it.
Like there are definitely adaptations of Dracula that basically explicitly make it a quote unquote romantic connection. Mina is more popular for it, obviously, but Lucy is also there.
Gross.
Ugh.
Dracula, you're a literal predator. Stop it.
Go seek help.
Like I said, I know the genie's out of the bottle when it comes to Dracula being a romantic figure, but God, the more I read about this, the more I'm just like, how?
I'm okay with sociopathic Dracula.
Yeah, it's arguably the most book accurate.
It's refreshing.
That too.
Also, we forgot to mention, like, when Jonathan sees Dracula, he mentions that he looks so much younger.
Yep.
And he's, like, staring
Which is-
after, like, a pretty girl. It's like, he's already stalking his next victim.
How much blood could you possibly need, sir?
He's a glutton. He's
Exactly.
a glutton for blood.
Ew.
I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
this man
yeah.
has not only drained Lucy, but also drained all of the blood that all of her boyfriends and Van Helsing gave her. Like,
He's definitely not feeding it to the brides. We can at least do say that.
oh, there's no way. For one thing, they're all the way in Transylvania now. She doesn't give a shit about his brides. Honestly, we should probably do something to help them out.
Yep.
Probably. Yeah. You know, I ideally save their lives. Yeah.
I just don't know how we're gonna convince them, because I mean, it seems like they are utterly devoted to him.
Find
Find another vampire. Obviously.
Maybe.
that point.
Don't get a male vampire.
I'm sure there's one laying around.
There's other options, if you get what I'm saying.
Shami?
Don't worry about
I
it.
don't. You know what? No, let's worry about it, actually. Frankly, I'm kind of sick of dancing around it. You know what I'm doing the murder board for, don't you, Shami?
I have a feeling, but I do not. Just because I know does not mean I want to engage with it. It's safer this way.
I feel like we need to engage with this. Since she's not here, I think it's safe. The walls do not have
You know
ears.
what she is. Say it.
Do not, Shami, please, no, do not make me do that.
Say it out loud.
God damn you, Callie.
She is.
She's fucking Carmilla, isn't she?
Finally, cat's out of the bag.
Literally. We can't not talk about this with her, right? Like, she is, I think, still our friend, right?
She is.
Okay.
Wait, are we sure she's
trolling
Carmilla?
us. She's just trolling us. She's been doing this for however many centuries. We're fine.
And Callie, what do you mean? What do you mean? Are we sure she's Carmilla?
Well, yeah, because I mean, didn't they kill her didn't they kill her in Egypt? We kill her in Egypt?
Callie, first of all, no one but me knows what you're talking about. Number two, does quote-unquote Ellie look like Carrie Ann Moss to you? And number three, and I feel like this is the most important part, it was Iraq.
Okay, so we're 1,000 miles from Egypt. It's unusual. Fine, whatever.
I'm sure that's not foreshadowing in any way.
None. Nothing at all.
But
yeah,
that means we still have a vampire on our side. We can use her as literal bride bait.
Yeah. See, Shami's got the right idea.
See, I want to believe that she'd help us there, but the question is, why the fuck hasn't she told us anything though?
Because she's
Who
a
knows?
troll. What else? You play D&D with her. You know how much of a troll she is.
I do. I
Got a
have
point
so
there.
many, if we are right, which look at the board. It'd be more surprising if she wasn't at this point. I have so many questions.
I have all of the questions and none of the answers, and I'm bad at geography. That's the other thing we can take away from this.
Sure. Okay. So, does this mean we agree that we have to actually talk to her about it next time we see her?
I think so.
Yeah. We can only put this off for so long.
Yeah, and we're dancing around it. It's like she could. I'm sure. She must be trying to help us.
Yeah, she's told Shami about how to get the help with the bond and stuff with the.
Yeah. Wait, Shami?
Yes.
Those letters you mentioned.
Yes.
You said it was L?
It's exactly what you're thinking.
And you knew? And you knew?
I told you it was against my will.
Please tell me you don't mean in the vampire way, and just in the concern about vampire way.
It's the concern about vampire way.
Okay.
I keep telling Ellie not to tell me anything, and ugh.
I guess that explains why she keeps on giving shout-outs to one of Dracula's brides. Oh my gods. Dracula kidnapped Laura. Okay. Like I said, Ellie, if you're listening, you've got some splaining to do.
The truth is out there.
Final thoughts?
We still not want predictions. We're not gonna ask when Mina and Van Helsing are gonna meet, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Callie, got predictions?
I need 3 to 5 business days to process what's happened to me in the last week, and specifically the last 12 hours.
Fair enough.
I guess I feel like Mina will probably beat Van Helsing within the next week to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Dracula and Jonathan are going to have a confrontation within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I feel like Jonathan and Van Helsing will meet this week, and those are more emotional turmoil for me within the next week.
Yeah,
now,
that's fair.
Speaking of saying it out loud, do you think we're 100% done with Lucy yet?
No.
Absolutely not.
That's too easy.
So how do you think that's going to turn out?
Well, they didn't decapitate her, so nothing good.
Yeah, it's going to be sad. This story's really
I'm already sad, bestie.
I know, and it's still pretty sad.
Ah.
Yeah, you're not gonna survive next week. That's what I'm predicting.
I know I'm not. I know that I'm fucked.
Yeah, Shami, let's just put it this way. What made us sob in the beginning, that was only part 1.
Oh, God.
Part 2's
There's a
dropping
part
next week.
2 coming, and they've been taunting us a lot.
Callie specifically.
Yeah, and then they've expanded the bit of taunting me. I have a bad feeling.
Oh, God. Final thoughts and plugs?
Let's just say I'm getting very close to 101. And Drac knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Good.
Nice. Also, I would do anything to rescue Jas, as much as she wants to yell at me for it.
Listen, making it relevant to this, if I do become a vampire and it turns out, no, you are automatically evil when you are a vampire, I am giving you not only permission, I am demanding you stake me. However, it does not look like that is the case. However, it does not look like that is the case, at least in our universe. Because again, Ellie, possibly Carmilla. We'll find out next week, probably.
Can't do it. Not gonna happen. Can't do it.
Ay. Anyway, who has stuff to... I'm not, but anyway, who has stuff to plug?
Callie, do you want to go first?
Sure, I can go first. So you can find me on the social medias at the various handles in the link in the description notes. I talk about a lot of different unusual random junk. I also post a lot of fanfic. I got some RP blogs that you can find in the link tree below. I also do writing. I post fandom stuff. I am a hodgepodge of useless information. And if you want to know more, come find me on the socials. I'm a barrel of laughs when I'm not crying hysterically over podcasts.
And you can find me on the online muse on Tumblr, where you can find me for listicles and graphics, and where you can commission me for fancast requests.
Oh, Callie, do we still want to hype up Hell Breaks Loose?
Oh, fuck yeah, we want to hype up Hell Breaks Loose.
Because apparently we want to reward the people that have been making us cry all day.
Yeah, apparently we do. For those of you with Spotify and or Apple Music or YouTube, wherever you get your local music from, please go listen to Dalton DeShane and the Traveling Show's Hell Breaks Loose. It is a fantastic song. They have currently made the Spotify alternative music top playlist, and we'd like to keep them there. So if you could please go give them a listen, we'd be super grateful. They are amazing. Their music is wonderful. You'll really like the song if you like this podcast and you like this little Dracula Day weekly series that we've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Seconded. Also check out the music video. It's like a mini horror movie. It's great.
Link in the bio.
Woo! And as always, you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Favoriviera. You could also follow the show on Twitter at IER Podcast. And if you would like to help us reach the next chapter of our story, please consider leaving us a review or rating us on the podcatcher of your choice, telling all of your friends and family about us. And even better, if you have room in your wallets, please consider donating to our Patreon, our Ko-Fi page, or just the support the show link below. And now let's close out this week's Dracula Weekly. So I can finish this diary, and God only knows if I shall ever begin another. If I do, or if I ever open this again, it will be to deal with different people and different themes. For here, at the end, where the romance of my life is told, ere I go back to take up the thread of my life work, I say sadly, and without hope, Finis.